But Ann, it's awesome to have you here.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm really glad you took some time out because I know that you're really busy in the Tampa Bay market right now. Am I correct?
You are correct, but for Joe and Rose, I'll do anything. So
absolutely. Well, they really appreciate it. And so do I too, because I get to talk to you a little bit face to face today.
Yeah.
So last year, 2020, we were just talking about your daughter. I know because I looked at your Facebook. Your daughter's a really important figure in your life, and I know she's out of Florida right now. But Mom's making big moves here in Florida right now, and I believe you did over 18 million in 2020, right?
Yeah, I did. I was super excited about that.
Wow, and it looks like that's really great. And it looks like you've also been with Joe and Rose at 54 Realty since about December 2019.
That's probably right. Yeah, I think that's right.
I hope I got my data correct.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Well, time's flying by, as I can tell from your tone there. I've been at MileStone Title about the same length since about December of 2019, and it certainly has flown by as well. So where were you at prior to 54 Realty?
I was at a RE/MAX office, and Joe and Rose were at another RE/MAX office. They're really nice. It just wasn't the best fit for an independent realtor. I think it's better for a new realtor.
Understand, different models for different people. The first question I've got for you today, because I got a few questions about your move to 54 Realty and your great success that you've had there. What really, Ann, made you make the change from where you were to going to 54 Realty?
Well, just it being Joe and Rose was number one. I really trust them. I've known them for a while. And the other thing was, once I heard that they were going to be powered by Zillow, that was a really great aha moment for me. And I knew that I felt it, I felt the energy. I knew that's where I needed to be. They know what kind of agent I am and what I need, and because they were that agent, so they totally understood. And you know what? What you see is what you get with them. I love that. So.
Well, it sounds like there's a huge amount of trust going on in that relationship that you have there, which is the foundation for all relationships, as we know. So Joe and Rose just being the people where they were, you knew that they understood who you were as an agent, and as an independent agent, it sounded like moving to 54 was the right move, and also them partnering with Zillow as well.
You're 100% right. That's exactly what happened.
100%. Good. I'm glad I'm 100% here on this Friday. Well, and Ann, I got another question. What was it about 54 Realty that made you, I know we already touched on it a little bit, was there anything additional that really made you align your business with them at 54 Realty, other than things you've already stated? And if not, no problem.
So I love their staff. I love their support. I think that their IT department is excellent. They're always thinking ahead of everybody else, especially even the big companies. The big companies rely on their name. And Joe and Rose really just go after what's even coming out before it's even coming out. They're way ahead of their time. So, and they're always doing that. And they're always looking out for the agents. I can't explain it, but if you know them, it's like, like, and trust them, and you just know it's the perfect fit. It was the perfect fit for me.
That's beautiful. And you touched on a little bit, because I got another question coming up, of course, is how has aligning, or how, excuse me, let's start that over. How has not aligning with a bigger brand or a big brand hurt your business at all?
It in fact, never hurt me for a second, never hurt me for a bit. I made so much more money this year, and I would never go back.
That's wonderful. So you made more money. You got people that you can trust. They're innovative, dynamic, energetic team, trustworthy, got all the tools necessary, aligned with Zillow, at the forefront of just getting ahead of everyone. You said they're 2 steps ahead of everyone, from what I hear.
Well, everything you just said, if I could say it like that, that's how I would have said it. You did perfect.
So I get paid the big bucks. No, that's just,
yeah. Yeah.
No, it's awesome to have you here today, because I know there's so many agents who are enjoying their move and transition to 54, and you're one of the top agents at 54 Realty. So your perspective is really huge for those wanting to align their business with something that's a better fit.
Thank you.
Speaking of the transition, and you're very welcome, thank you. Speaking of the transition, that can be a little up and down for some people. How was the transition from where you were to 54?
It's so easy. It's pathetic. Like, all you do is you fill out a form. I think you go to GTAR and give your form, and they switch your license over, and maybe you need new signs, but like, who cares? You can use their signs. I just choose to use my own. It's literally nothing. And if you want business cards, which are becoming a thing of the past, you can order those for $50. I mean, it's so inexpensive and easy to do. I know everyone thinks it's a big headache, but it's actually not a big headache at all. It might just take an hour of your time. Super easy.
4% of your day, 1 hour. Well, a lot of people do believe that the transition is really difficult. So hearing it from you is a big thing. So maybe an hour of your day and you're transitioned.
They're mentally, they think it's a lot, and probably the office they're coming from says it's a big deal and it's hard to do, and it's not at all. If you know, like, you know where you're going and you trust where you're going, just take the hour and do it. I mean, it's just a no-brainer at all.
Sounds like there's a lot of trust involved, particularly with with you being at 54. And did you increase or decrease your business with 54? This is not a rhetorical question, by the way.
Increased, totally increased it, because they let you be who you are and they let you grow. And I don't know, it was just the perfect fit for me. Perfect.
I love it. It must be being in that perfect fit why you've been able to do so well, closing over 18 million in 2020. And I know you've been in the business for a little while. And as far as 2020 goes, to be that successful, it sounds like you definitely made the right move.
I did. I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm excited for you. Now, this is a fun question. What do you like best about 54 Realty?
Okay. I like two things best. First of all, I know I can always call Joe and Rose and the broker at any time, and they will get back to me. I don't have to wait. They're great about that, because I don't usually call. And so if I do, they know I actually need help. The other thing is, I love that they have listing coordinators and transaction coordinators. They keep me on my toes, and they keep everything where it needs to be on a timeline. So I have those two things, the staff and Joe and Rose and Richard.
Hey, however.
Well, they're staff members, but yeah.
So it sounds like the staff, the support team that you have as well is top notch, which makes you able to go out and do what you do best. So that's huge. Well, I love that you love that about 54, and others are going to come across this video. You know, 54 is expanding. They want to get the word out. And if you want to be an Ann Carlson, which a lot of us do, 54 could be a potential great place for you too. Because I didn't want to take up a whole bunch of your time today, I was lucky to get this time slot here. I wanted to see, what would you say to someone thinking about joining 54 Realty? What would be your advice to them? What would you say?
Do you want the freedom to make more money and have an office really back you? And if you want, you can get leads from the company. And then just to add on to that, the leads that you get from the big name companies are not good leads. And the leads that you get from here, if you want them, are really good leads. So I would just say it's a very cohesive office.
I love it.
I'd say go for it. Go for it.
Ann says, go for it. Hey, I'm entitled. You're making me want to get my real estate license and come join 54 Realty.
You'd be great. You have a good personality for that.
Well, thank you. It's all about communication. And like you said, trust earlier, it really is the foundation of all relationships. And that's what most of us that are doing well do well, relationships. Right. So that was really great. Was there anything else that you had in mind? I know we covered Joe actually helped me with some of these questions here, but
oh, good. Yeah, no, I think it's great. It's about the energy, you know, to me, the energy of the office.
Yeah.
Do you go in and you feel like they're supporting you, they're behind you, or do you go in and you're a number and they, you know, schmooze you to come in and they never talk to you again? So you kind of have to keep recruiting the agents that are doing really well, because they don't need a big pat on the back. They just need to know that, you know, they're there. I don't know. Does that make sense?
And that was amazing, telling us all the great things, benefits of being at 54. I congratulate you on your massive success at 54. And thanks for giving everybody a testimonial to what they could possibly have as a great fit for their business at 54 Realty. I appreciate your time, man.
Thank you very much.